There's a lot of things that people like to know. How can you tell you're the main? Which is very, the main is like, I would say this for men, but I want to re-talk to the woman today. How can you tell you're the main woman, his official girl? That means you went to girl on the side or something. Even though they should not, a sideline should not exist. But let's just say if there is a sideline, how would you know? Well, first of all, if you are the main woman, okay, he is okay. Like I said about soulmates and twin flames and all that stuff. How you know you are his official woman is that let's say you and him broke up, or you guys were together, and while you are together, he was cheating, or when you guys broke up, he decided to be with someone else. Okay, so whatever the other woman is, let's say that relationship, let's say you are the main woman. Okay, I'm trying to say as you the main woman, then the other woman that he's talking to or was talking to while he was with you is around him, and like he's having sex with her, and it's most likely based off of a physical type of relationship, basically, which is all about sex. It's all about maybe her physical beauty. There is not really, it's all about, it's not even about talking. It's not even about getting to know each other. It's all about having sex or making babies, stuff that don't produce anything in the future, nothing that is real, nothing that, it's kind of like animal sex. Only animals have sex, but people make love. People can make love. People know what love is, and like it has nothing to do with love. It's the spirit of lust, which is all about the flesh. All about the eyes. And I'm not even talking about the main. But how do you know that this person is really, that's how you can tell what your relationship is based upon. That's how you can tell what your relationship is based upon. Basically, that's how you know if someone is your twin flame or soulmate, is because like let's just say after it's based off the physical, and yeah, you know how people be saying that they were in a 6-month relationship or 2-year relationship, or they were together with that person for 6 years straight, like they saw a person every day, they lived next to each other, that man never proposed to her, basically, and then they went 2 months, they broke up 2 months, and then she doesn't even like the relationship, like she's already over him. Basically, it's kind of like a wear off, you have to be around, the more you have to be around something, physically, like, okay, you have to be around something that is physical, you have to be physically around that thing more, because it's based off a physical type of relationship. So you have to have a lot of sex with that person. And once you stop having sex with them, like, like I said, when they say about the love that's in this world, which is lust, it's not love, it's lust, and it's based off of emotions. That's how you can also tell that that relationship is not, you're not the main as well. Is that when you guys, don't talk to each other, the relationship will kind of like, the feeling will die down. But if you see that if you're with your twin flame, I'm not even get to the point where you're the man. I'm just talking about if you're the other sideline or whatever. But if you're with your twin flame, to just say a little part about that. If you're with your twin flame, even if you were together for like, y'all saw each other like 20 times within that year, because y'all were separated through distance and through time, the things separate you guys, you will see that the love will grow throughout the years. You will love each other from, afar. You guys didn't get to see each other. It was not based upon sex, because y'all barely had sex. Y'all really was around each other. You get what I'm saying? Or if you guys were around each other, y'all didn't have sex. If y'all were around each other all the time, it was not about sex. You get what I'm saying? It was more about that you talking to that person, more about you getting to know that person. That's what it was based upon. Basically, people that have the relationships that are been on this world. Why do you think people? Who's that girl that got married? Tamar. She was with her husband for like 7 years before he proposed to her, meaning that like it took him that long to like, it's like he wasn't that sure. Like, I'm sure she had to be around him a lot and have a lot of sex with him where he can propose to her. And it's just telling you that that relationship is based off of the physical, which is about her beauty, or about, something like, whatever it was, finance. It's something that is physical, and it's not about like he really knows you. You guys never even really talked nothing super on deep issues. Like, yeah, probably talked about, about what's going on in the world, not really about, humanity and saving the world, or building a future together, about your fears and your loss and your hopes. He never got to know your soul. when you are the man, let me just, before I get back to the sideline, when you are the man, that man gets to know who you are. He gets to know, like, you see, there's some people, that's why I said, you cannot just get with another guy and then, or another man, and think that you could just replace him, because you cannot be replaced. Only that person will be able, like, how many people could you share your heart with, would not use it against you, but this person is like your best friend, you could tell them anything. So I'm just trying to say is that you could tell them anything, and like, you always have their you always know that that person will, be there around, like, be there to trust your best friend. But anyways, I'm trying to say that you guys got to build a friendship, basically. And it was not, like, you got to tell them your fears. You got to tell them, your childhood, what happened to you, your trauma, whatever that you are. They got to know you and understand you. It's very important that your husband or your wife understands you. That person got to know your soul. That's what a twin flame is. A twin flame and a soulmate relationship is, that person knows your soul. They know you. They know, like, what gets to you. Like, they know, like, sometimes I would say sometimes twin flames should share telepathy. They can share connect. If you are, you cannot be twin flames if you are a sideline. Basically, someone that's on, a woman that's on the side, you cannot connect on that type of level, because your level is based off physical. You cannot connect with them other than having sex. Because people that have sex, like they say, we just, fuck, whatever that word, they just say, we just did that. If you really are with, your twin flame, animals do that. Animals, you heard about doggy style? That's what animals do. Animals have sex. But people that love each other make love. That's how you can tell, that, how, it's like, if it's all about sex, like, it's all about just, him just not, let's say, like, if you're the sideline, when he come and see you or whatever, he just is all about, like, taking you maybe out to the movie, out barely talking, and then just putting you in the bed, straight in the bed, like, let's go in the bed or something like that. He's not interested in talking to you how you are, and or like, they're not interested. If it's a woman, it's like she just interested in your wallet. They don't really have time to talk to you, and like, it's all about the bed. And let's say y'all had like a relationship, relationship was not even a real relationship in the first place. Let's say you guys had a relationship with each other. That relationship is a weak relationship, because let's just say all you guys will really talk about is probably the news, boring stuff that has to do with the world. Nothing about you guys really helping the world or healing it, or nothing like that. It's anything but that. Maybe something that happened to you at work, but that's not, that man doesn't know you. That woman, like, I'm talking about when you are the main official woman or official man, you know that person. That person knows you like no one knows you like that person, because you guys have taken the time to understand them. They've had the time to understand you. And that's why I said about the twin flame is that basically, even if you didn't see that person often, your love will grow. It will grow more. You probably get to see them less when y'all are separated, or if you guys are together, and it's not all like about physical. It's not about that. It's like they can go without having sex with you or whatever like that. That's what I'm trying to say, is that's how you can tell you're the main and you're just a sideline. And I just heard many men that told me that how they decide who was their wife, how they decide who they're going to marry, was they would say that they had like two women. They said like they were talking to two women. One of them will give him sex anytime, and then the other woman, he probably asked him for sex and she didn't give it to him. That's how he knew who was going to be his wife, who's going to be around. A woman that's not afraid to say no. A woman that has a backbone. Now, and like, he respects you. And he said that every time he wanted to have sex with her, he could just have sex with her. That's what the relationship was only based upon, was sex and her beauty, her butt or whatever like that. It was never a real relationship. And like, maybe that was he or she baby mama, who knows? Just someone that, a seed that needed to be born, and like, they just, whatever their purpose of that relationship was for, is a physical relationship. But that why the twin flame relationship or soulmate relationship so powerful is because it's based off of love. And you'll see many parts in the Bible why you would see Abraham had, sex with Hagar, and that woman was a slave woman. And he said that there's a promise for that one, but he said the one with Isaac and Sarah's a free woman, because Abraham loved, that was Abraham, he loved Sarah, but he didn't love Hagar. Hagar was all about business. Hagar was all about sex. It was all about bringing a baby into this earth. You get it? But Sarah was like a woman of the promised child. That's because that Abraham loved Sarah, just like Jacob had two wives. He had Leah, and he had that other girl. I think her name was Rebecca. I don't know what her other name was. He had both of them, and one of them he didn't love. He just had sex with her. She was good at having babies, eating babies fat like that. But the other woman had trouble, just like Sarah, of conceiving him and giving him a child. And God said, and then like you will see that Joseph was born off of love. That's why it's very important that these relationships are blessed. And that's how you could, I'm basically trying to say how you could tell that, you are the main woman. You are his official girl. And like, he or she, maybe in the past, maybe you have, or when you were with that person, or while you guys were separated, they had someone around them, but you are his wife. You see, and you will see in the Bible that was always Abraham's wife. Abraham's wife was always Sarah. She's always the real official woman. That's his real wife. That's the woman that has his heart. Okay? There's a difference between someone, they said, and that's why, let's talk about adultery. Adultery, they said, if a man looks at a woman, right? And if he looks at a woman and then he has already committed adultery, he don't even have to touch her. He could just look at her and desire her in his heart. He has already committed adultery. Adultery is about the heart. If he wants you from his heart, he has already committed adultery. So like I said, that's why so many men say that they didn't cheat on you. They didn't consider it cheating because he saw it as just sex. And I believe that pain is in the mind. It was just like a woman could say it was all about business. It was all about his money. I didn't think I would cheat on him. It was all about like prostitutes. Do you think that they said that marriage is sex, right? But do you think that if marriage was sex, could a man be one with a prostitute? A woman, like that means she's having everybody that's her husband. That's a lie. Marriage has to also do about the heart. Okay? So like I said, who has your man's heart? Okay, he may be around that female every day, but that doesn't mean that he is physically making a real connection with her. And why he has to be exposed to her a lot and a little bit of you. Because if it was the other way around, there'll be no comparison. Okay? That's why you see, like, you don't know about liquor. You can only take a sip of that and get tipsy. And then sometimes you have to have another drink that's weak and take a lot of it to get you as tipsy as that other drink. That's how I'm trying to compare as other woman, is that for her to be on your level, let's just say you're like 1 cup full. All you need to do is give him a cup. For him, he had 1 cup and he's good. But for her, she has to be around him. You have to give him many cups, and she will never even be able to like consider to get him as tipsy as you would have, just with that 1 cup. Imagine if you had all those cups that she had. He will be dead. That's all I'm trying to say. That's how you can tell that you're the main woman. You have his heart. Okay? And like when you tell him no, he'll respect you. You see, that's why men always say money over bitches. Because there's a difference between a bitch, a hoe, and a housewife. What they try to say is a woman that's a whore, and then there's a woman that's a wife, a lady that could be respected. A prostitute cannot be a wife. Okay? So that's why she could probably give kids, just like Hagar or that other woman, but that doesn't mean that she is the main woman. Okay, there's a difference between the main woman. The main woman is the right woman, the woman that's the respect. She's queen. The other woman is another woman. It's an other female dog. What is a female dog? How is she treated? Don't she get slapped and stuff on? That's why you see you don't slap your mother, do you? A woman that deserves respect is a woman that carries herself as a woman that respects herself. knows herself, loves herself. And, that's the difference between a prostitute. A prostitute does not love herself. She can be touched by anybody. A woman that knows her value, her worth. A prostitute does not know her worth. There's a difference between, and that's why they deserve different type of respect. That's why they're not treated equally. Neither are they considered equal. So there's a difference between a maid woman and the other woman. So yeah, a dog and a woman, just like a man, you could say there's a dog and then there's a man. There's a man that does what he needs to do, and then there's a man that just is a dog. That's like a little boy. And like I could say, a prostitute, like a little girl that needs to that doesn't know how to clean her diaper. She leaves a mess everywhere for people to clean it. That's how you could tell whether you are the main woman or the other woman, because you will see that if you are the other woman, you don't have respect for yourself. And he probably didn't tell you. I remember when I was talking to the guy, well, my husband, back in the day, he will always tell me that I don't talk to you like I talk. I speak to the other woman, and it doesn't even have to be a girl that maybe if you were friends at the time, but it don't even have to be a girl that he or she may talk to, but it could be just someone like a friend, female friend or something like that. You see, when a man respects a woman, he talks to her differently. He's kind of like a softer voice. I would say, like, you ever seen Jay-Z? You heard about Jay-Z punching a woman, right? He was punching a bitch, okay? But, he does not talk to Beyonce like that. I'm just telling you, like, he does not talk to his mother like that. You see, that man respects you, and like the way he might talk to, like, I have seen, the guy. I see him catch attitudes with other women. Like, there's a different type of respect. That's what I'm trying to talk about with other women. They don't talk to them the same way as they talk to the main woman. Just like they don't talk to him like you see how a man talks to his wife and or his mother. He has very high respect for her, and he does not raise his voice over to her. He's very patient with her. He's kind. He loves her. He's kind. He's long suffering. He will wait. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like he would like. I was spending a long time on this video. Let me hear you finish it. Like, he's long suffering. And the way he talks to the other girl is like rude and disrespectful. Like she's nothing but a piece of meat. Like a swine, like a pig, unclean. Like, how you treat a pig? You could kick it. You could kick the pig because it has no respect for itself. It eats anything. It does anything. That's how a man, sees the other woman. The other woman is nothing but a piece of wheat, a piece of meat, because she has put down herself. She does not respect herself. You see, a man will treat you the way you treat yourself. If you just open your legs and like let everybody see it, you don't deserve respect. Don't be surprised if someone just throw you or kick you on the floor because you had just throw your pearls on the floor like you're garbage. So you be treated like garbage, and people will talk to you like you're garbage because what you did is like devalue yourself. You just showed your precious vagina, and then or whatever you did, and like you make yourself seem like less than what you are. And you are worth more than that. It's sad. You should never be the other woman. But that's what an other woman is like to a man. That's not his fault. Men know more than women. I'm telling you that men are smart. And men know what they want. And they know a difference between an other woman and a main woman. A woman that he takes home to his mama. A woman that could be his wife or the mother of his children. And then there's the other woman. The other woman is just for sex. Just for, for that day. Or whatever days he want to play his player card, and when he's done, when he's ready to do whatever he needs to do, he's gonna do it. That's all I have to say about the other woman. That's how he will tell you the other woman. He will talk to you like you're trapped, like a piece of meat, because that's all you are. All you do is give him sex, or if y'all do talk, it's all about sex, or it's never nothing serious, and never then ask yourself, does that man know you? Does he know you? Does he know how well does he know you? Could you trust him? And I'm not saying you cannot trust a human, but I'm just saying things that you should think about. How does he respect you? Does he talk to you like like a mother, or does he put his hands on you? That's how you can also tell that are you the other woman, or that he doesn't have much respect for you. That's all I gotta say.